Hi guys, Determined Gardener here. I'm going to show you how to properly prune a hydrangea. What you're looking at is called a mop head hydrangea, and it is the color blue right here. You see right there. Now, if your hydrangeas are already budding, don't cut it, right? The best thing to do is to leave it alone. You can see the buds right here. They're absolutely beautiful. What you can do, if there are any branches in the middle that are touching other branches, you can cut it off. See right here, here's a bud that is not gonna grow. You can just snip right there. So any buds that you see that are not gonna grow, that did not make it, like this one, you can snip. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's the only pruning that you're really gonna do when it comes to these type of hydrangeas. You don't want to prune too much because, again, the buds are already set. And if you're in a warmer climate, you're probably already seeing this. I'm in zone 7B, New York City area, so it's already blooming. I'm gonna show you another one right here. This is another hydrangea, right? You can see the buds, they're already forming. So if they are, leave it alone. See right here at the tip, right here, sorry, but I'm trying to focus. That bud doesn't look that good. So I am going to snip right there, just before the viable bud. And you can do that all around. See, this one doesn't look that good either. I'm going to snip right there. So what's the difference between this one? Well, if you have something that looks like this, right? This is called a pinnacle hydrangea. It's limelight. And if you have it like dome, like this type of shape, what you can do is snip all the way back. And I'll show you right here. So most likely you won't have the hydrangea already forming, because in some of the colder climates, it still looks like this. But if you have it like this, you can snip it all the way back, because this type of hydrangea grows on what's called new wood, meaning that if you snip and you actually prune it very low, it's gonna grow back and you're not going to affect the buds. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So it doesn't matter, you can snip it down to 1/3, because again, this grows all on new wood. And actually, when you do this, it helps to promote more growth for the upcoming season, which is summer. So you can see right here, I snipped it down. If you want to, you can snip it a little more. And this is the limelight hydrangea. This is what it looks like right here. So if you have something like this, don't be afraid to snip it back. Now the difference is, you see all these branches that are crossing, you can get rid of them. So that's what I'm going to do. And the reason why you get rid of them is to create a nice airflow in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. Just get rid of these branches that are crossing over. And there's really thin branches that the blooms are not going to bloom anyway, right? So you want to get rid of those. Don't be afraid to cut. Now again, this is the pinnacle hydrangea. This is not the mop head. The mop head is a little different, and I'm going to show you one that has a little bit of buds, and you can tell the difference. So I'm getting rid of all the stuff in the middle to give it a little bit more airy room, so when it starts to grow, it won't be touching and rubbing each other's branches. So I'm going to come here, just follow me down. And again, this is what's called a standard hydrangea, and I haven't pruned it yet. Again, it has that kind of football shaped kind of look, and this is a standard. It's on one stem, one strong stem, and it branches out. So if you have something like this, you can prune it down. I'd prune it down to maybe up to here a little bit. But I'm going to show you again the mop head variety that I'm talking about. that you don't want to prune and you want to be very careful about. So this one's right here, see? This one is setting its buds. It's already set its buds, and you can see all the buds. And some of them are good, like this one is good, this one is good. So what would you do with something like this? You would leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You don't want to mess with it. Again, you can come in and maybe trim some of the stem that has the buds that are dyed above. But when you see it like this, you just don't want to touch it, because again, it is gonna be blooming in the next, depending on your zone, it's going to be blooming maybe in the next few weeks or even another 2 or 3 months. So you don't want to touch it if it's like this. Again, another hydrangea that has sets its blooms right there. See, right there, it's already started. It started at the tippy top. So again, you just want to leave it alone. If you have one of those pinnacle hydrangeas, you can start to prune now. If you're in colder climates, you probably want to wait maybe another 2 to 3 weeks to make sure the frost is gone. But once the frost is gone, you can start pruning your pinnacle hydrangeas. The mophead hydrangeas, the ones that has the ones that are standard ones that we normally see, leave those alone. Don't prune them, because you don't want to prune any buds that are growing right now. So again, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I hope I explained everything correctly. If you have any questions about pruning, let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to help you. But again, happy gardening, everyone. I'm going to prune this and I'm going to show you what it looks like in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.